Hi, Classroom 4. Mrs. Harris here. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. And on Monday, we went over how humans affect reshaping the earth. We had discussed about the mining, how it affected the caribou, the tires, which caused wildlife to leave their habitats, along with the destroyed forest, which they had clear cut everything and had ruined the habitats for animals. So those are just some couple things that we touched base on Monday. You guys had to do questions regarding the passage. So we're going to go over those really quickly. So number 1 was, what does the Greek word Anthropocene mean? So Anthropocene means man, which is anthropo, and zine, which is new. It is a Greek word. Number 2, the Akati diamond mine produces blank carats of diamonds each year. How many did they produce? 7.5 million carats of diamonds each year. Number 3, whenever we read about the Oxford Energy Company, so in what year was the tire struck by lightning? In 1997 is whenever that had happened. The Spaghetti Junction in Madrid, Spain, blocks animals from reaching parts of their blank and increases the chance of them getting hit by vehicles. They reaching parts of their habitat. So, the Spaghetti Junction in Madrid, Spain, blocks animals from reaching parts of their habitat, increases the chances of them getting hit by vehicles. And number 5, what does clear cutting mean? We had talked about that in the article. Clear cutting is removing a patch of trees, which affects animals, unfortunately, and makes them move to different areas. So today we're going to read just a little passage called Monkey Crossing. So it kind of just it goes right along with the passage that we read yesterday, Reshaping the Earth. So, Monkey Crossing. We're going to pair this with the text that we read yesterday, and then we're going to have a couple questions I want you guys to answer. So, monkey crossings. A tiny golden monkey with a soft mane, like a lion, jumps from tree to tree chasing insects to eat. Suddenly, the tree ends at a busy highway. The insects escape, and the monkey has nowhere to go. The golden lion, the tamarin, lives in Brazil Atlantic forest, a rainforest that is threatened by deforestation. Over centuries, people have cut down about 85% of the forest to make spaces for their buildings or farms. What's left are isolated pockets of trees. This fragmentation puts tamarins in danger because they can't move around to find mates and food. Scientists have a solution: build bridges that tamarins and other animals can use to cross between sections of the forest. Weighing at least 1 kilogram or 2 pounds, golden lion tamarins are one of the smallest primates in the world. They were once common in the Atlantic forests, but people hunted them for food and to sell as pets. By 1970s, fewer than 200 tamarins lived in the world. To save the species, scientists bred tamarins in a zoo and reintroduced them into their natural rainforest habitat. Today, about 2,000 golden lion tamarins live in the wild, but the species is still endangered. Parts of the problem is that the major 4-lane highways called BR 101 divides 2 areas of the Atlantic forest. Tamarins can't cross the busy road. For years, scientists have been planning a bridge to connect land on either side of BR 101, the 35-meter or 115-foot-long bridge that will be covered with soil, grass, and trees. Scientists worked to get permission to build the bridge and then bought a section of land where the bridge will cross the highway. Part of the land had been cleared so that planted trees so the forest can regrow. Once the bridge is completed, it will allow the tamarins to cross from one protected area to the other. There are plans for the other bridges throughout Brazil Atlantic Forest if animals have access to large enough habitat where they are protected, they have an improved chance of survival. And also, it would increase the population as well. So, I want you guys there is a chart or a table that I want you guys to pair the text that we read yesterday, which was Reshaping the Earth, and then today is Monkey Crossings. So they are alike due to the fact that humans are impacting the habitats of animals. So the first question is, what are some examples of how humans have changed the Earth's landscape, and why do humans make these changes? So I want you to give me a reason from the article that we read on Monday, which was Reshaping the Earth, and then an example of what we just read today about the tamarin monkeys. Number 2, what is habitat fragmentation and what does it cause? Habitat fragmentation. I want you guys to tell me what that is in the Reshaping the Earth and in the Monkey Crossing. Number 3, how is wildlife affected by fragmentation, and what are potential long-term effects for isolated wildlife populations? Again, I want you to give me an answer from Reshaping the Earth and Monkey Crossing. And then the last one, what solutions might help address the problems caused by landscape changes and fragmentations? So those are just some things I want you guys to work on. And then whenever we have biology on Tuesday next week, we will review those answers and figure out how the two texts are paired together. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot me an email, give me a call. If not, have a great spring break, guys. See ya.